Hi, this is Trey Pass. They released a trailer for Reign of the Superman. I guess this trailer came with the movie release of Death of Superman, which I got to buy. Okay, which I think is officially out now. Anyway, of course, it's based on the comic book. After Superman died, then there was four, I believe, four clones of Superman. Right? It was Steel, uh, Superboy, uh, what? Cyborg Superman, and I forgot the other one. But anyway, it was for them. Anyway, it's for them. Of course, they were clones of Superman, supposedly, right? I think that's the way it went. Anyway, this is the trailer for it. So let me, Nathan Fillion, who I love, is he's going to do I think the voice, one of the voices in there. Rebecca Romijn's in there. Rainn Wilson as well. So let me give you my reaction to either of this. Okay, let me put my headphones in. And here we go right now.
Coming off of the first movie, the question is, what happens when the leader of your moral center, what happens when that's gone? How does Superman's death impact his world?
Mm-hmm.
The beginning of the reign of the Superman, I think, is straight to kind of introduction of these replacements.
These four Supermen, what do they each represent?
You really saw Lois take control of the story.
What if one of them really is Clark, reborn?
Are any of them the real Superman or a trace of the real Superman?
Cyborg Superman. I forgot about that. That's the other one.
Superman represents hope. And at the end of Death of Superman, that hope is lost. The question of where we go from there is what we're trying to explore with this story.
We learn from Superman Doomsday. Deliver the full novel. We're going to cover the complete story as a two-parter.
We were able to take the book and amplify it, kick up the stakes a little bit. So the threat, it's more threatening than ever.
The four Supermen, they each have their own agenda, some good, some bad.
Superboy is, it's Superman if he had been raised by the Kardashians.
John Henry Irons represents the humanity and heart that Superman brings to the show. The Eradicator represents the quarter of Superman that is the last son of Krypton. Cyborg Superman is really the power of Superman.
He's just a little devoid of emotion.
Death of Superman is about how we destroy our heroes, and Reign of the Supermen is about how we make them. They both have a lot to say about us. When Superman is gone, is the hope gone? I think that we find it.
We may not be able to bring the beat down, but we sure as hell can make some noise. Am I right?
Okay. Okay. That was interesting. Just again, like I said, I read full disclosure, I read, of course, Death of Superman, and I read the Superboy comic books. Superboy. I didn't read the John Henry Steel. I didn't keep up with all the different. The Eradicator. That was the one I couldn't remember. The four Supermans. I remember Cyborg Superman, of course. John, Henry Steel, and Superboy. I read the Superboy comic book after the Death of Superman. The Superboy comic book. I read that. That's the thing I read the most. And then I know Superman had, Superman came back eventually, but I'm definitely gonna get this movie because I definitely think I want to buy the graphic novel just so I can, read it and get caught up before I watch the movie. Because, like I said, I knew about the Death of Superman, of course, but in the reign of Superman, and of course they brought Superman back, which everybody knew they were going to do eventually. But I haven't read the story, the complete story, and now the great thing is that put everything in graphic novel so I can get the whole thing and read it all at once, which is what I'm probably going to do. Wind up buying the reign of Superman, because I'm pretty sure that there's a graphic novel for that. And then also like I said, I got to buy the Death of Superman, which should be on. I think that's on video. I know it was on digital, but I think it's got released this week. I think. So I definitely got to buy that because, like I said, I had the one that came before the other version of Superman, when the Death of Superman. That one I have that one, but I want to see this one because this one, you know, they include the Justice League in it, and I know they have it's supposed to be more faithful to the actual comic book. And I did get the, like I said, a fellow YouTuber. I'm trying to remember his name. Jesus Christ, I'm drawing a blank on his name, but he actually sent me that as a which is probably one of the best presents I ever got. He sent me the graphic novel, The Death of Superman, which I really, truly appreciate. And I can't remember his name to save my life, and I apologize. I'm blanking out on his name, that he sent me the graphic novel, The Death of Superman, and I'll never forget it. A great fellow YouTuber, which I can't remember his name, and I apologize for that. I'll probably just have to put it over the video when I think of it. But he was a great. Well, I don't think he's on YouTube anymore, but because he was on YouTube a lot, and then he kind of went away. But then I think he came back just briefly. But he was a great fellow YouTuber back in the days when you could do video replies and stuff. And I actually sent him some movies, and he sent me stuff. And I can't remember his name to save my life. He lived in California. I can't remember his name. I apologize. And maybe somebody watching this video will remember. I would have to, you know, I'll probably have to just do a search on my channel, because I know I did a video when I opened it up, and I made a video when he sent me that, and then I'll remember his name. And I apologize to him for blanking on his name, because it's been a while since I've seen him, because I know he did videos for a while, and then I think he went away for a while, and then he came back, I think briefly, but I don't think he's still on YouTube anymore. But anyway, I digress. Anyway, I'll leave a link to this trailer. It wasn't really a trailer. I mean, that's more kind of a behind the scenes. I mean, say it's a trailer, but for Reign of Superman, but it's more like a promo for Reign of Superman rather than a trailer, because you don't see any footage. I mean, you see little storyboard things and stuff, and the creators talking about the Reign of Superman. So that's kind of misleading to say it's a trailer. It's more like a promo. Okay. Anyway, I'll leave a link to it in the description box so you can check it out for yourself. I also have links to my Facebook, my Twitter, and my Instagram in the description box as well. I also have links to my other channel, Paul's Views and Opinions. Please check that out as well. And if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. And this is Trey Pastor saying so long and take care.